Anthony Slater in studio. Dave, you reported last month the Lakers have been telling Luka, just wait till summer 2026. Yeah. Did they deliver on that?
Yeah, they did. According to a source familiar with Luka Dončić, thinking after the moves that they made, he's, quote, excited about them. Now, obviously, it starts off with Walker Kessler, and they paid a pretty penny to get him from Utah to do this sign-and-trade scenario.
The Lakers may have assembled the perfect roster to maximize Luka Doncic's talents, surrounding him with a younger, stronger, and far more athletic group built to contend for championships for years ahead. On paper, the pieces seem to fit together perfectly. But now Luka faces the challenge every franchise superstar must eventually confront. Can he lead this new chapter of Lakers basketball while carrying the immense expectations that come with succeeding LeBron James? And can he withstand a league eager to stop Los Angeles before this new era has the chance to reach the top?
That's a major piece, and I think they got guys like Sandro Mamukelashvili and Cameron Carr and Zaire Williams and also Quentin Grimes, all like rising players.
The Lakers may have just made the defining move of the post-LeBron era, and there's no looking back now. They're no longer focused on extending the old championship window or trying to get one final run from the previous core. Instead, the franchise has fully embraced Luka Dončić, building around a younger, tougher, and more athletic roster designed to compete for years after one of the greatest players in NBA history leaves the spotlight. This isn't just another offseason. It feels like the start of a completely new era for one of basketball's most legendary organizations. But the biggest question is only beginning. Can Luka Dončić truly handle the responsibility of succeeding LeBron James? Wearing the Lakers' crown has never been only about putting up big numbers or creating unforgettable highlights. It's about living with championship expectations every single season. It also means facing non-stop media attention, constant criticism, and a fan base that expects titles, not excuses. On top of that, Luka will inherit a locker room that spent years under LeBron's leadership, knowing that every mistake, every playoff disappointment, and every difficult stretch will be measured against the standard LeBron set during his time in Los Angeles.
Yeah, Dave, are the post-LeBron Lakers done building out their roster? You know this team better than anybody.
Well, I mean, there's 16 players on the team. So just by virtue of that information, that they aren't done. They're going to, between now and the start of the regular season, they could carry 16, they could carry up to 20 through the training camp, but through now and the start of the regular season, you got to get rid of a player. Whether that's going to be continuing to try to move some like Jared Vanderbilt or Dalton Connect that they've not had success with thus far, and they've quite frankly tried for a while here, or could it be someone like Jaden Hardy, who was picked up in the DeAndre Ayton deal, that was really more about trying to get some draft assets from Washington and move off of Ayton to make room for your new centers with Kevon Looney and Walker Kessler than it was about necessarily Hardy. That's one thing that absolutely has to happen, so that means their work's not done.
Yeah, all right, there's still plenty of big names available in free agency, including this guy, LeBron James. You got the Beard, James Harden, and Draymond Green. There are also some notable restricted free agents left. You got Jalen Duren and Peyton Watson, but a lot of this hinges on a 41-year-old's decision. LeBron has been seen with Draymond Green on several occasions this summer. Anthony, is there any way at all Draymond would ever leave the Warriors to join LeBron on another team? Those two are very tight.
You see the number on that graphic, 27.
Very few NBA stars have ever been asked to handle this level of pressure, and even fewer have managed to thrive under it. But after months of rumors, anticipation, and non-stop speculation, the Lakers believe they've finally followed through on the vision they promised Luka Dončić. Their message all along was straightforward: be patient, trust the plan, and wait for the summer of 2026 because major changes were on the way. Now that the front office has reshaped the roster with several key additions, reports suggest Luka is excited about the team's future. The Lakers didn't simply improve their depth or add more talent. They completely transformed the identity of the franchise. Instead of relying on the past, they've built a younger, stronger, and more balanced roster design to compete in the NBA's next generation. Of course, building the ideal team around Luka required one crucial piece the Lakers had been searching for over the last several seasons: a true defensive anchor who could dominate the paint at both ends of the floor. The organization believes it has finally found that player. The biggest move of Los Angeles' offseason may be the addition of Walker Kessler. To acquire him from Utah, the Lakers reportedly gave up multiple future draft picks while committing roughly $32 million annually, a massive investment that shows just how much confidence the franchise has in his potential. The Lakers aren't viewing Kessler as just another rotation player. They see him as the perfect long-term frontcourt partner for Luka Dončić. That's important because Luka has already established himself as one of the league's elite playmakers, and now he'll have a dominant big man who can capitalize on nearly every defensive breakdown and make opponents pay around the rim.
This is leadership. You see, a lot of people, Wendy, tell me Luka's not really a leader. And I say, how do you know? It's very hard to be a leader when you join somebody else's team and that person is LeBron James. Who's going to take over and be the leader over LeBron? So for me, Luka, whether it's, we talked about this at the commercial break, buying bicycles for everybody in the organization, doing things where he makes a donation to fire victims when he first gets to town, buying out the parking lot across the street from Crypto, and now taking the whole team essentially to a Backstreet Boys concert at the Sphere. Now you're bringing everybody to your home country saying, my team, this is where I'm from, this is how I train, get to know who I am. That to me is the beginning of Luka being the leader of his team. I'm curious, Wendy, feedback on what I'm selling.
Yeah, I like that. I like the idea of getting to know a player's background. It's kind of hard to do when you've got 15 guys. You can't go to everybody's background, but teams try to do this sometimes. Like if I'm not mistaken, Dallas, the Mavericks played somewhere in Europe a couple of years ago, and on the way back they stopped in Madrid because Luka's sort of second home is Madrid. He played for Real, and I think he lives there. And now he's got the custody thing, so I think mostly in Slovenia. But in most years before, he would spend a big chunk of the offseason in Madrid, and they stopped and saw his play. They hung out in Madrid for a while with him. So. It's not the first time that there's sort of been that he's done this sort of group stuff. So, but I'm I've never been to Slovenia. I've been to that kind of part of the world, and I've just seen that it's very beautiful, and I think it's cool to get the team off on the right foot. At the end of the day, you still got to execute on the court. All that stuff is it's not worth nothing, but it's only worth what you back it up with when you're playing. But no, I think I thought it was a cool thing. I liked it, and if I was on the Lakers, I would be totally down for going and spending a few days in August in Slovenia. I think it's a great time to go.
The Lakers have given Luka Dončić exactly what they believed he needed, a true pick-and-roll partner in Walker Kessler. His ability to finish at the rim, catch lobs, rebound, and protect the paint creates the perfect complement to Luka's playmaking. Defensively, Kessler brings size and rim protection the Lakers have lacked for years, giving the team a completely different identity. But Los Angeles knows one addition alone won't guarantee a championship. Even after landing Kessler, the front office continues exploring trades and free agent options to strengthen the roster before opening night. With several players competing for roster spots, difficult decisions are still ahead. One name that continues to surface is Jonathan Kuminga. The Lakers reportedly remain interested because they want another young, athletic wing who can grow alongside Luka for years. The organization understands it still needs more speed, versatility, perimeter scoring, and defensive energy to compete with the NBA's elite teams. Young players provide depth and long-term potential, but the Lakers know championships are won by proven production, not promise alone. That's why they're reportedly willing to consider additional moves involving players across the roster if it improves their chances of contending. Still, the biggest challenge isn't finding another player, it's building leadership. No one questions Luka's talent. He's already proven he can score, create offense, and carry a franchise. The real question is whether he's ready to become the face of the NBA's most demanding organization. Replacing LeBron James isn't something that happens overnight. Leadership must be earned through trust, consistency, and respect inside the locker room. Since arriving in Los Angeles, Luka has made a clear effort to build those relationships. From supporting Lakers staff and community charities to organizing team events, He's shown he wants to unite the group beyond basketball. Reports also suggest Luka hopes to bring teammates to his home country of Slovenia during the off-season. The goal isn't intense training, it's creating stronger bonds by sharing the culture and experiences that shaped his journey. Similar trips helped strengthen chemistry during his time in Dallas, and the Lakers hope the same approach can build trust in Los Angeles. Those moments won't appear in the box score, but they could become the foundation of a championship culture. Great teams aren't built only through talent, they're built through relationships, accountability, and shared experiences. Eventually, though, everything comes back to the court. Team chemistry creates opportunities, but execution wins championships. The Lakers have fully committed to Luka as the centerpiece of the franchise, surrounded him with younger talent, added Walker Kessler, and continue searching for the final pieces of a title contender. Now the pressure shifts to Luka. Every opponent will treat the Lakers like the biggest game on the schedule. Every mistake will be analyzed, every losing streak will become a headline, and every playoff result will be compared to the LeBron era. Lakers fans expect far more than impressive statistics. They expect championships, deep postseason runs, and banners hanging from the rafters. Luka has already proven he's a superstar. The challenge now is proving he can become the next great leader of the Lakers. The front office has done everything possible to prepare for this new era. On paper, the roster has the talent to compete, but championships are never won on paper. They must be earned through performance when the pressure is highest. LeBron James leaves behind one of the most memorable chapters in Lakers history. Now a new chapter begins with Luka Dončić carrying both enormous expectations and a rare opportunity. He's not simply expected to win games. He's expected to lead one of sports' most iconic franchises into its next era. Whether this group becomes the foundation of another Lakers dynasty or falls short of expectations will depend on what Luka and his teammates accomplish when the spotlight shines brightest. The future of the Lakers has arrived, and the entire NBA is watching to see if Luka Dončić is ready to embrace it.